Hello everyone, I am Devang, and in this video of EDR, we are going to discuss how EDR actually works in a centralized network and also the different phases of EDR in which we are going to build EDR step by step. So, let's start with the video. So, first of all, we are going to see about the recap of our previous video. So, we have seen about modern threat and attacks, the modern attacks, which are increasing their frequency as well as updating their techniques. And to protect our system, the antivirus exists. And what are their limitations? Due to this limitation, EDR has been used. So, what is EDR? It is about endpoint detection and response. So, in a network, it is used to protect each and every endpoint, that is, each and every devices. At last, we have seen EDR versus antivirus. So, today we are going to cover EDR in enterprise infrastructure. So, how works in enterprise infrastructure and different phases of EDR in which we are going to develop it. And at last, what are the learning and key takeaways from this video? So as you can see, what is endpoint and why do we protect it? So in this diagram, it is clearly shown some devices and the endpoints are connected in a network. This time it is connected to hub. So the network or the devices can be connected in a wire or as well as wireless network using VPNs also. So each and every endpoint can be used by any employer. So if you see EDR in enterprise infrastructure, it looks like this. There are several PCs and on each individual PCs, the EDR agent, a lightweight software, which is installed on each and every PCs, whose main task is to run silently in the background and fetch all the processes, events, and detect the suspicious activity, log them, and send it to our central server such that admin who is sitting or who is having the administrative privileges for a network can see that, detect that, and do the automated response there. So you can see here at several PCs on each and every their EDR agent, a simple software is installed. Data or the telemetry or the log are being sent to the central server, and that the web console, which is controlled by admin either in a manual or automated way, it can use to control or respond to the particular anomaly. So as I said, local agent, it is a lightweight software installed on every endpoint in a network. Its major tasks or simple basic task is to silently monitor the activities like processes creation, file modification, network traffic analysis, and send this data to central server. The central server, it is the brain in which it provides the user or the admin visibility about what is happening in the network, about detections. Also, it is used to detect the behavior based, pattern based detection of suspicious activity, as well as it uses the automated response as well as manual response to neutralize the threat. So, suppose in a network, as I shown below in this slide, there are several PCs. Suppose on a PC1, some attack is done, like an employee working on PC1 has installed a virus by mistake. So that virus runs there, do the suspicious activity, and it is reported or it is being detected to the central server, and admin can see that. And if admin cannot see that at that moment also, this suspicious pattern, if leads to the more severe damage to all over the server or what I can say the network, then in that case, the automated response of our central server is used to block that PC and protect other system. So this is how EDR works. It is not just for a system, it is for entire network. So we are going to make EDR in the two-phase system. In first phase, we are going to develop the local agent, which is going to be on endpoint level. In this, it is going to be installed on directly on the endpoint, like PCs, laptops. So we are developing this desktop agent for Windows. So it is going to be act as eyes and ears, which is going to collect the live processes, OS level events, and detect the threat and send that data to the phase two, that is the cloud part. So cloud is going to be like a remote or a cloud web console, which is going to be a centralized server, and it is going to do the main analysis, detection, monitoring, and network management kind of task. So in phase one, majorly, as you can see the diagram, we are going to have a backend service. Why we are doing the by taking a backend service or Windows service, we'll see in the later videos. But for now, we are taking or using the headless Windows service as a backend, using the front end by PyQt6 dashboard and communicating data using NamePipe. So here in phase one, our major goal would be collecting the real-time telemetry behavior, like analyzing the thread or detecting the thread based on behavior and patterns, and sending or logging this particular detection to the central dashboard. And for mimicking the some functionality of response, we are going to do response at the endpoint also. So this is how it is going to work. In the phase two, it is going to be cloud or the remote, in which the data what we are collecting from an endpoint is going to travel or transmit to the centralized web portal and database using either web sockets or https. On this web console is going to be like monitoring multi-host and managing all this different endpoints and reacting and responding based on the threat detected by this. So, what are the key learning and key takeaways from this video? We have seen what is endpoint and why do we need to protect it in a corporate environment. If one PC loses or crashes in a case of emergency, so it is acceptable rather than losing all over the internet and losing the data. Next, how EDR is implemented in the enterprise infrastructure. That is, a EDR agent is installed on each and every PCs or endpoints or devices, and it is being controlled via the central web console in the network. And at last, we have seen about phases in how we are going to construct or develop EDR phase by phase. So this is all about in this video. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.